Welcome and Happy New Year. So this is our final class of the course. And I hope everyone was okay. I moved it. It seemed like more people could join now than last Wednesday. Wanted to go a little bit, just kind of wrap it up by doing a little overview of what we've done so far in the classes. And also invite you guys if you have any questions, of course, or anything you want to know more about or need more explanation or something like that. And then we'll go into repeat a few more exercises and kind of get a little more practice. And I want to do this long exercise we did at the end of last class, do that again. So get a little more practice in that. And yeah. So the purpose of this course was basically to give you guys a bit of an overview of these, what we call pranayamas, the breathing techniques. So you get to experiment with them a little bit and feel them and try them out. And hopefully I've made you a little bit curious about it, so you want to dig a little bit deeper. And going through what we did so far. So we did talk about the three-part breathing. So the difference between, for example, breathing in the belly, where we're more connected to the parasympathetic nervous system, we rest and digest. And then if we're here, stay here throughout the day, breathing up to the chest, or more in the sympathetic nervous system. We also talked about how we can affect our bodies and what's happening in the bodies by our breaths. For example, when we slow down the breath, we're also slowing down the heart rate, for example, and all these different effects in the body help us calm everything down. So basically, if we have the exhales longer, that's when we're kind of slowing everything down and helping us come more into this parasympathetic nervous system. We also touched on why we always want to focus on breathing through the nose. So we want to both regulate the heat of the breath or the air that we're taking in, and also to clean it. And then we went into these different breathing techniques. Last class we touched on the cooling breathing, what we call Sitali and Sikari, the tongue rolled, and then and also maybe to touch on that. I think everything I'm saying, I hope you also go and try it out. Like, don't just take it in as a statement. I think it's always good that you then take what I'm telling you guys and experiment with that on your own. So, for example, the cooling breath, if you go to the sauna in the swimming pool, see if it works for you. We did the Nadi Shodhana. We'll do that again today. See how we're regulating the breath between the two nostrils. And I would say this is one of the basic breathing techniques. If you want to start somewhere and want to get more advanced in the other breathing techniques, to master this one first. We did the Bhramari, the bee breath, with the calming effect. Kapalabhati, the fire breath, where we're exhaling through the nose. Bhastrika, which is a similar one, more a cleansing breath, while Kapalabhati is more fire, giving us energy, and then Bhastrika is more about cleansing the body. And we're using both the inhales and exhales. And then the Ujjayi, the ocean breath, where we make a constriction in the throat. And then we went a little bit into the bandhas, how we can use them, the locks, using the neck lock here, using the root lock, the belly lock, how we're holding in, helping us hold in this energy in the air. And yeah, I think that's kind of sums it up. Is there anything you want to ask about any of these techniques? And you have any questions, anything that's, or anyone wants to share something? Yeah?
Could you maybe remind about the bandhas?
The bandhas? How we use them? For example, when we do the Kapalabhati or the Bhastrika, where we hold the breath at the end, and then to help us hold in the breath, or this energy, that we're kind of containing the energy as we hold the breath, and that kind of, it helps us do that. So we're closing off you can't breathe when you make this lock. You basically can't.
And we do it so that later we feel the effects.
It's just to kind of, it's like a lock, if you think about a lock. So we're closing off the energy, and then when we finish, we open up the locks and we breathe slowly again. So it's a little bit, I'm going to talk a little bit about it later as well. Well, we might as well come into it now, but pranayama, throughout this course, we basically talked about pranayama being breath control. But we also talked about in the second class how we go through these different stages of asanas, which is the part of yoga where we do the moving, and we kind of moving the body to release any blockages, and releasing and making us more flexible and more able to move. And then the next stage is basically this pranayama, which is about when we have the blockages removed, then we can start moving the energy and playing and controlling it. So prana in pranayama, the prana is often translated as air or breath, but it's translation from Sanskrit, so it's a little bit hard to translate it directly. But you can also think of prana as energy, as the matter that kind of holds our consciousness, basically. So when it's like this quote I told you once, that when I think I have it here. So when prana fluctuates, when the air is always moving and we don't have control of it, then the chitta or mind is also fluctuating. But when we find the stillness, or when the prana becomes steady, then the chitta or the mind becomes steady as well. So it's kind of this connection. We're trying to control. We're going to come into the states of controlling the breath, and then having this control of the mind as well. What?
These are the laws.
No, this is pranayama in general, the breathing exercises. But I kind of wanted to say that because if we think of it as energy, then we're holding the energy inside as we hold the breath and put on the locks, basically. So we can work with the energy. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, anything else? Or any thoughts or comments? Anyone tried any of the exercises at home, or? Yeah?
What was the left one? We're going to sleep, we're coming down.
Yeah, left one is the calming, yeah.
So you hold the right one.
Basically, if you're going to sleep, you want to think about increasing the exhales to make them longer than the inhales, and focusing on the left nostril, yeah. So you could just inhale and exhale through the left nostril, for example, and focus on the lengthening the exhales. Yeah. Anything else? Anyone wants to share anything? Okay. Yes. So I think let's just come into our 3-part breathing. And so find your comfortable seated position on your knees or up on the blocks. And I'm gonna guide you through into this 3-part breathing again, where we start the class. And I'm gonna add on what we call retention of the breath. So at some point, as we've done a few of these regular 3-part breathing breaths, I'm gonna ask you to start holding the breath. So we inhale and hold the breath for just a short time, 2 seconds. And there we're also, if you think about, so we're inhaling air, and we talked about how we can increase our capacity, the capacity of the lungs, so we can inhale more air. But also when we hold the air, we're giving the body more time to do this oxygen exchange. So that's kind of the benefit of holding the air for a few seconds before we slowly exhale back. Okay, so let's just close our eyes. Let's just start maybe noticing our body, how we're sitting on the mat. Just checking in a little bit, checking in with different parts of our bodies. Kind of coming into this place. Allowing yourself to arrive on this mat. And arrive in your own body. And you could start by observing your breath, how it is now, and where the breath is going. Observing how the body moves with the breath. And then starting to focus the breath down into our belly area. Maybe see if you can allow the belly just to be loose and allow it to move out as you inhale and come a bit inwards as you exhale. And then we can start including the diaphragm. Inhaling down into the belly and then into the rib cage, feeling how the rib cage can expand both to the sides, forward, and to the back. And then coming into our full 3-part breathing, breathing into the belly, the rib cage, and all the way up to the chest. So using the full capacity of the lungs. And trying to find kind of this wave-like emotion as you breathe into the belly, into the diaphragm, up to the chest, the same way back. Exhaling from the chest, diaphragm and belly. And just allowing the breath to slow down naturally, no forcing. And then see if you want to come, as you take the next inhale, filling the lungs, coming to retention, holding the breath for 2 seconds, and then exhaling slowly. Exhaling all the air out and then coming back into inhaling. Deep inhales. When you've filled up the lungs, holding the breath for 1 or 2 seconds. And slowly exhaling. Continue a few more breaths. Just allowing the shoulders to relax. And from here, we're going to come into a little bit of warm up, moving the body with the breath. So on our next exhale, let's bring the chin down to the chest. And as we inhale, we're going to lift up the chest, look upwards, maybe dropping the head back. Start coming into this moving up of the chin down as we exhale. And bring the chin up as we inhale. Connecting the movement and the breath. And we come back to the middle. We're going to drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. On our next exhale, we're going to bring the chin down to the chest, roll to the other side. Take an inhale here. The next exhale, rolling back to the left side. Inhaling there, rolling back. Inhale and next exhale, chin down, rolling to the other side. And see if you want to continue with this movement, few more breaths, or coming into full circles. Or continue to move with the breath. Slow movements. Kind of starting to feel a little bit into the body. See if you can start releasing a little bit in the neck and around the neck area. And slowly finding our way to the middle again. Now we're going to come to cross-legged. We can sit on the blocks if you want. Moving to cross-legs. Sit on 1 or 2 blocks or on the mat. Just going to move the upper body a little bit more. So we're going to bring the left palm to the left side. We can just stay on our fingertips here. And we're going to inhale the right arm up. And lengthen over. Stretch it out a little bit. Feel it in the right side. Okay. And then we're going on the next exhale, bring the elbow a little bit forward. And on the inhale, we're going to open up. So a few of these. Exhaling, elbow down. Inhale, open. Just think about releasing, connecting the movement with the breath. So we're practicing this connection of the breath and the body, bringing awareness to the movement, to the body. Okay, on the next inhale, let's bring both arms up, lengthen up, bring the right arm down, stretch over to the other side. Same thing here, elbow down on the exhale. On the inhale, think about opening up, maybe bring the chest so the face is up. Exhale down. Making sure we loosen up a little bit before coming into our breathing exercises. Okay, let's do one more exhale. On our next inhale, coming up, lengthen up, and exhale down. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to come into our Nati Shodhana. So you can stay in cross-legged or move back to the knees if you prefer. And we bring the middle finger and index finger to the third eye. And remember, we use the thumb and the other two fingers to open and close each nostril. And we're going to make the exhales half as long as the inhales, and I'm going to guide you through a few rounds, and then it depends on you how long you can have it. So we're not forcing anything, we want it to flow, but also trying to think about this, making the exhales half as long as the inhales. Okay. Let's just take a couple of inhales in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And then inhaling, closing the right nostril, and we exhale through the left. Inhale to the left, through the left. And we're going to close both nostrils, hold it, 2, and exhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. 2. Inhale right. 2, 3. Hold it. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. Inhale left. 2, 3. Hold it. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. Inhale right. 2, 3. Hold it. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. Inhale left. 2, 3. Hold it. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue on your own. Holding in between for 1 or 2 seconds. Focusing on making the exhales double the length of the inhales. And next time you exhale through the left nostril, just releasing the right arm down, breathing normally. Notice how you're feeling. Okay. And you can open the eyes. Are you able to get kind of in the rhythm this time? Is it becoming easier with the practice? Yeah. Okay. Let's see, we have. Okay, I wanna go straight into the other exercise. Do we feel like we need to move a little bit more? How are you with sitting? Should we take, yeah, let's do a couple of sun salutations just to get a little bit of the blood running. I think so. Okay. So come to the top of the mat. We bring the big toes together. Okay. Let's just start by feeling into the soles of the feet, noticing the mat, feeling how we're putting equal pressure on all four corners of the feet. And we're going to lengthen up, think about lengthening up, but at the same time, relaxing the shoulders down. So standing tall, but feeling this relaxed standing pose as well. And we're going to bring the palms in front of the chest. Stay a couple of deep breaths, 3-part breathing here, filling the lungs. Exhaling the same way. Okay, on our next exhale, we're going to come down, lengthen the arms out, arms stay by the ears, and we inhale up, straight spine, straight arms, come into a small back bend, and exhale into our forward fold. Looking forward, left leg steps back, left knee comes down, press the palms into the mat if you can, and lift up. Inhale up to the chest here. Okay, take the toes under, lifting up the knees, stepping back, finding our mountain pose. Big toes touching, we're bringing the hips up, chest down. Coming forward into our plank. We lower down knees, chest, chin, or chin, chest, knees. Straighten out. Inhale, come up to Sarvasana. Snake pose, shoulders down, away from the ears. Exhale down, back to mountain pose. Stepping the left foot forward, Asvasansalan, right knee down. Stepping both legs forward. And inhale as we come up. Exhale back down. Right leg steps back. Stepping into our mountain pose. Holding the breath as we find our plank, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale up into our Sarpasana. Exhale down, finding our mountain pose. Stepping the right leg forward. Left leg comes forward, forward fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale down. Left leg back. Mountain pose. Into plank. Lower down. Sarpasana as we inhale. Exhale, mountain pose. Left leg steps forward. Forward fold. And inhale up. Exhale down. Right leg back. Mountain pose. Find your plank. Lower down. Inhale, Sarpasana. Exhale, mountain pose. Right leg forward. Forward fold. Inhale, come up. Taking one more. Exhale down. Let's take a pause here in forward fold. Dropping the head down, allowing the neck to stay loose. Okay, looking forward, stepping the left leg back. Asvasansalan. If you can, we press the palms down. Think about opening the chest here. Okay, tuck the toes center, mountain pose. Hips come up, chest down towards the mat. And move into plank. Slowly lowering down, elbows coming back as we lower down. And super slowly straighten out the body and bring the chin up. And slowly the chest comes up. Beautiful. Exhale down. Mountain pose. Stepping the left leg forward. And forward fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale down, keeping the spine straight. Arms are extension from the spine. Right leg back. Mountain pose. Find your plank, and we're going to hold it there. Find your plank. And slowly lower down, elbows pointing back. Slowly finding our Sarpasana. We're going to hold Sarpasana. Inhale, come up. Let's take 3 breaths. Slow breaths, feeling our diaphragm moving maybe. Exhale down, mountain pose. Right leg steps forward. Forward fold. And inhale, come up. Small back bend. And palms come together in front of the chest. Close the eyes. Okay, slowly opening the eyes, releasing the palms. And let's just find our way back to the mat. We're going to come into our 3 breath practice where we combine the fire, wind, and ocean breath. So make sure you feel comfortable in your position. So we're going to stay for about at least 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes. Anyone need the extra bolster? No, or block? Okay. All right. So a little recap before I start. Start with the Kapalabhati, the fire breath, where we exhale through the nose. And the belly comes in as we exhale, kind of thinking about this energy flow of bringing, as we exhale, belly comes in, comes through here, back of the neck, and then out through the nose. It's kind of, if you imagine this flow of the air, kind of helps you with the movement. We relax the shoulders. And on the final exhale, we exhale fully. And if we want to use the locks, come into our locks, chin coming down to the chest, root lock. Remember lifting up this part between the anus and the vagina, or the anus and the penis, and even the belly lock if it's in your practice. And then we have to release the locks before starting to breathe again. And when we breathe again, just breathing slowly. So not holding it that much that or too much, so we're not in a hurry to take a breath. Okay, then after that we come straight into the Bastrika, the wind breath, where we're doing the same, but we're inhaling and exhaling forcefully. So belly going out as we inhale, in as we exhale. And at the end, we fully inhale instead of fully exhaling, fully inhaling, filling the body with air, then come into our locks, holding the breath as long as it feels comfortable, releasing the locks, breathing normally. And the last one is the ocean breath, where everything is just relaxed. We can use the movement of the arms if we like. A little constriction here in the throat, so it sounds like the waves of the ocean. Inhale, arms come out, exhale together. And that's where we're thinking about lifting up the energy. Inhale, lifting up the energy. Exhale, releasing it back down. Okay, and I'll give you tips during the practice as well. Okay. Let's take 2 inhales through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, just cleaning a little bit. You can move as you need. And do about 30 counts to start with, and then increase it a little bit. And of course, if you just follow your sense, if you need to quit and come into your locks already, do that. So listening to yourself, but I'll guide you through it and you follow my guidance if it fits you. Okay, we're going to come into the Kapalabhati. Full exhale and finding our locks. Holding as long as we feel comfortable. When we need to release, releasing the locks and then breathing slowly. Let's come to the next round. Shoulders relaxed, trying to find this rhythm. And exhaling fully, finding our locks. Releasing when you need to release. And before we come into the last round, I want to remind you that there is an inhale there, even though we might not be very much aware of it. We're focusing on the exhales, but there's always a little inhale in between. Okay, let's take the last round. And full exhale. Finding a lock or locks. And as you release, just noticing the calmness that you created. Stillness. And I'm going to come into the next technique, Bhastrika. Let's take 2 deep breaths in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth between. And before we come into Bhastrika, remind you that at the last inhale, we fully inhale and hold the breath after the inhale. So when we're ready. And taking a full inhale, coming into our locks. And we try to relax everything, holding our breath, but relaxing shoulders, relaxing the jaws, relaxing the face. And same thing here. Releasing when we need to. And slowly breathing. Okay. And during the practice, during the breathing, we want to keep the chest open. So make sure you're not bringing the chin down until we make the locks. Okay, let's come into the next round. Taking a full inhale, finding our locks, neck lock, root lock, maybe the belly lock. Relaxing shoulders, relaxing the face, relaxing the whole body. When you need to breathe again, releasing the locks, easily breathing. And let's go into the last round. Forceful inhales, forceful exhales. Taking a full inhale and coming into our locks. Release, breathing slowly. Feeling the body relaxed, mind relaxed. And when you're ready, moving into your Ujjayi breath, the ocean breath. And your choice, if you want to use the hands, bring the palms apart to lift in the energy. On the exhale, releasing the energy down. Palms never touch, just come close to each other. As we inhale, lifting up the energy. As we exhale, releasing. can stay here as long as you want. Or if you feel ready to lie down into your Savasana, you can do that, moving slowly with awareness. And as you're there, just continue enjoying the stillness. You can bring your palm on the belly at any moment if you need a blanket, if you get cold. Allowing the toes to drop out, palms facing up. We're gonna slowly come back, and I'm gonna guide you back through a body awareness practice. So keeping your eyes closed a bit longer without moving. We're gonna start becoming aware of our bodies. Just creating this mental image of our bodies lying on our mats. We're going to start noticing any sensation that we might feel in the body as we lie there. And then bringing our focus into our right foot. Noticing the sensation of the skin in the right foot. Noticing if it feels hot or cold. Noticing if you're wearing socks or have a blanket, maybe noticing the sensation without moving, just feeling. And we slowly move our awareness up to the calves of the right leg, up to the thighs, being aware of the skin sensation. Feeling and noticing any sensation in the right leg. Maybe noticing the connection of this sensation to other parts of the body. And then coming into our left foot. Noticing any sensation in the left foot. how the skin feels, if there's any tightness. How the temperature of the air surrounding the skin, surrounding the foot is. Then moving up the leg, noticing our calf, our thighs. And the sensation you might feel in the left calf and the left thigh. And how this sensation in the left leg connect to the sensation in the rest of the body. And we're going to come into the fingertips of the right hand. Maybe creating a mental picture of our right hand resting on the floor or the mat. Again, feeling the sensations of the skin in the right hand, the right palm. We move up the right arm, feeling the forearm, upper arm. Any sensation you might feel in the right arm. And repeating the same on the other side, coming in to our left palm. Feeling the temperature, feeling touch of the skin, feeling how the back of the palm touches the mat or the floor. Moving up the arm, coming into the forearm and the upper arm. Now feeling any sensation that's there in our left arm. And coming up to our face, we notice our cheeks. How are our cheeks feeling? How's the sensation of the skin in the cheeks? Being aware of our lips. Noticing, are they dry or moist? Any sensation that you might feel in the lips? Coming into our ears. Noticing any sound that we might hear, any sound that might be entering the ears. Feeling how they're listening, how you're using the ears to notice the sounds. Keeping the eyes closed, noticing the eyes under the eyelids. Maybe rolling the eyes, starting to feel, noticing, sensing the movement of the eyes. Maybe you see different patterns through the closed eyelids. Just witnessing noticing, being aware. And noticing our back, our spinal column, from the top to the bottom. Being aware of each vertebrae in the spine. And finally noticing and creating a mental picture of our whole body lying on the mat. Feeling any sensation that comes up anywhere in the body and how all these sensations are connected. And from here, maybe taking a couple of deep breaths into the belly. Maybe exhaling through the mouth. And if you're ready, start moving fingers, moving toes, bringing back movement, doing it slowly like you're doing it for the first time. Noticing as you move the fingers, the toes, roll the wrists and ankles. Staying with these sensations as you might start stretching out, moving, even bringing the knees to the chest, whatever feels good here. And we're going to keep the eyes closed a little bit longer. In your own time, rolling to the sides. Maybe staying there for a couple of breaths before moving up to our seated position. Our fetus pose, the original pose. And in our own time, moving up to the same pose we started the class in. And I'm going to invite you to place one palm on the chest, the other one on top. Just taking a moment to check in before fully coming back, checking in with your breath, with your body, checking in with your mind. And maybe bringing the palms together in front of the chest, lifting the chest up, pressing the thumbs against the chest. Namaste. So take your time to come back. I felt like it was appropriate to end with this body awareness practice because it's a very important step in this process. As we talked about doing the asanas, finding this body awareness, and then coming into the pranayama exercises. And yeah, thank you for coming to the course. And I'm here, of course, for any questions, comments, and you have my email as well. And I'll send you links to or a few recommendations if you want to read further on these practices. Yeah. Thank you.